that you'd ever say goodbye. And now I'm glad I didn't know the way it all would end, the way it all would go. Our lives are better left to chance. I could have missed the pain, but I'd have had to miss the dance, the dance. Would have missed the dance, the dance. Would have missed the dance, holding you. I held everything for a moment. Wasn't I a king? But if I'd only known how the king would fall, hey, who's to say you know? I might have changed it all. And now I'm glad I didn't know the way it all would end, the way it all would go. Our lives are better left to chance. I could have missed the pain, but I'd have had to miss the dance, the dance. I would have missed the dance, the dance. I would have missed the dance. And now I'm glad I didn't know the way it all would end, the way it all would go. Our lives are better left to chance. I could have missed the pain, I'd have had to miss the dance. Yes, our lives are better left to chance. I could have missed the pain, I'd have had to miss the dance. Oh, the dance.
The Dance. This music is coming through by Dave Coase featuring Baby Winans. Is called The Dance. One of those Sunday music that everybody can also be expecting in each and every destination that you are tuning on to this station. We say good afternoon and welcome to the station. The name of the show is called Sunday Chillas, hosted by yours truly, the man behind the combinations. It's on the 9th of September 2018 on Heritage Month for those of people who are tuning in South Africa. For those of you who are streaming to us in different destinations, it might be just a month of celebrations of different locations or different heritage that all you guys also have on your particular country. We say good afternoon for those of you who are in South Africa and welcome to the stations in this direction. I give you nothing. I will give you nothing but duet music for this Sunday afternoon, as we do it each and every time on Sunday. Second week I give you duets. I've seen a lot of comments that Pretoria, we got you covered. This is Prefab FM.
Is in the name of the Lord.
Christ Tabernacle University of Venda invites you to her Brothers and Sisters Weekend tagged driven by divine purpose. That's for 3 days, starting from this Friday, the 14th of September to the 16th of September. It's for brothers and sisters. Fridays is at 5:30 to 7:30, and Saturdays is at 3 o'clock to 6 p.m. That's at A2 Lecture Hall for brothers, and for sisters, Fridays is at 5:30 to 7:30. Saturdays is at 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. at A1 Lecture Halls. For Sundays is at 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. A1 Lecture Halls. Do you stay off camp or in nearby places around town though? Transport is just for free. Let us meet there at Christ Tabernacles at University of Vanda this upcoming Friday to Sunday.
The radio station that plays you nothing but the best.
I got this message for you, Nditi. I don't give my all. I got this message for you, Nditi. I don't give my all. 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 I don't give my all.
And my baby for my I do. That I only wanna live for you. And me now it just us two. And Tana tell you good till we just stay true. And good that I've been waiting for this moment, for you to look at me and just hold me. Remember back then when you used to call me Usunami and Gag was so lonely. So together we're moving on, and forever we're standing strong. And don't ever forget the song that made me say I do. And together we're moving on, forever we standing strong. And don't ever forget a song that made me say I do.
Darling, say how much I love you. I got this message for you, Nditi. I don't give my all. Darling, this is I got this message for you, Nditi. I don't give my all. 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 I don't give my all.
From the bottom of my heart, thank you for the pain and the stress. Thank you, it made me who I am. Thank you, now I'm standing on the ice, and baby I do. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for the pain and the stress. Thank you, it made me who I am. Thank you, now I'm standing on the ice, and baby I do.
Say how much I love you. I got this message for you, Nditi. I don't give my all. Darling, this is I got this message for you, Nditi. I don't give my all. I don't give my all.
Lago Sauce featuring Amanda Black saying they are Vuma ID, one of those songs that you can play in a wedding and they can also be able to be featured like nobody's business. Talking about the show for this afternoon, we'll have the topic, or not only just the topic, we'll also have getting to know Kenny Lattimore and also Chante more. Those were the couples in terms of Rn'B music's legendary that was taken back in the days. We'll get back to know there much more about what is filled with soul, Rn'B, maybe some classical blues, some classical jazz music. Taking us to 18 before the hour 4. I'm with you up until the hour 4:15 on this particular show. It's called Sunday Chillas, or coming to you direct from music department. We have seen the likes of Mr. Perfection, one of those that they say they are tuning, the likes of Mabuli, the likes of Rn'B, the likes of Carter. These are some of the people that indeed they say they will be tuning into this particular radio station. The likes of Nyadzani Itani from Western Cape. So it seems like there are a lot of companies that indeed they have just tuned in at this particular moment right here on this particular station. The likes of, I have to believe, his brother Alfred that have just tuned in at this particular time for this particular hours, from his brother Israel that is just tuning right here on this particular station. Let me give you the music of Kenny Lattimore and also Chante more, then we'll get back to know them in a short while. But before that, it's a beautiful duet. It's Tony Braxton featuring Babyface. Take it back from the marriage, love, marriage and divorce.
It's in the name of the Lord.
Christ Tabernacle University of Vanda invites you to her Brothers and Sisters Weekend, tagged Driven by Divine Purpose. That's for 3 days, starting from this Friday, the 14th of September to the 16th of September. It's for brothers and sisters. Fridays is at 5:30 to 7:30, and Saturdays is at 3 o'clock to 6 p.m. That's at A2 Lecture Hall for brothers, and for sisters, Fridays is at 5:30 to 7:30. Saturdays is at 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. at A1 Lecture Halls. For Sundays is at 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. A1 Lecture Halls. Do you stay off camp or in nearby places around town though? Transport is just for free. Let us meet there at Christ Tabernacles at University of Vanda this upcoming Friday to Sunday. Pretoria, we got you covered. This is Prefab FM.
Baby, let's take it back.
take it back to the way it was. It's Babyface in combination with Tony Braxton. Babyface is one of those guys that are being featured, or the pioneers of the milestone groups after Sevens, writing a couple of songs for most of the artists that we feel that the music is absolutely mesmerizing, taking us to 14 minutes before the hour 4 is Prefab FM, the station made for satisfaction. On the topic for this afternoon, in order for you to get in hook with me, is on WhatsApp number is 071 7099840. You can be able also to text me right there on that particular number, but on live chat you can also be able to comment through right here on just below this link written in red. They say live chat written in red. You can be able to send your views on this topic. How much should a guy have on a first date, or should a guy spend on a first date? How much should a guy have or spend on a first date? Taking them out, the likes of Bob Bates on the other directions. How much should a guy have for the first date? How much? That's the money right there. Tell us much about this one. In a short while, also be explained, getting to know Kenny Lattimore and also Chante more in this direction right here on Prefab FM. If you're just tuning right now, welcome to the station. Christ Tabernacle University of Vanda invites you to her Brothers and Sisters Weekend, tagged Driven by Divine Purpose. That's for 3 days, starting from this Friday, the 14th of September to the 16th of September. It's for brothers and sisters. Fridays is at 5:30 to 7:30, and Saturdays is at 3 o'clock to 6 p.m. That's at A2 Lecture Hall for brothers, and for sisters, Fridays is at 5:30 to 7:30. Saturdays is at 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. at A1 Lecture Halls. For Sundays is at 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. A1 Lecture Halls. Do you stay off camp or in nearby places around Tando? Transport is just for free. Let us meet there at Christ Tabernacles at University of Vanda this upcoming Friday to Sunday.
ndikurumbirisade kundidobededise shout watu kama thoma ombikora buno ombika chino munna mathoma ndizinenda bazone ngayo. I'm proud of you, man.
Can you repeat what you said?
And ndikwamburi shout out yanga iko yaka Stuart the Big Shot na mathoma the Big Shot bachiko 5 years none lichiko dipera dzindebeni dzavo iyi ndingauri ndobikwa zvavudi ngababa nanombika zvavudi ndiya amba zvinezwa rifarara bophanda abantu nabantu batecheresa. Shout out to Prefab FM ndichikoreka aruwese phanda anopata bamwe babudiswa banei aba nabukoni ngauri bukoni kunyaga tusenzo ngauri ngarothe ari koni ritoda bathu vanonga savini vane bavhura dzimbiru chena vashumana rine zvavudi rovoporwana uri chingari koni mara ngasuku va zvikone vaita uri risendere rosvika namusi ri kudiyamba zvinori pfarara ndandikori big up to Prefab FM, the station that is made for satisfaction.
See the world the same. She changed my heart like seasons. I guess I'm in the fall. All of the joys are leaving. The feeling simply can't compare when your love is like breathing, surrounding me like air. Who had a clue this simple day would offer me a beautiful distraction? I carry on with her on my mind, showing me the purest forms of passion. I'll never be the same again.
Eyes keep colliding, and then the time is all
up on their knees and pray for their hearts to feel like mine did that day. Your interruptions got me loving you.
And it's no surprise your beautiful eyes have opened mine to a love of a lifetime.
Had a clue this simple day would offer me a beautiful distraction. So can I carry on with her on my mind? Show it, forms of passion, baby. Never be the same. Never be the same. Beautiful distraction. How can I carry on with her on my mind? I can't carry on. Be the purest forms of passion. You are, yeah. Never be the same. Oh, yeah.
Check your systems are offline.
Number one for today's hits and all-time favorites.
The radio station that plays you nothing but the best music. Broadcasting around the world on the World Wide Web. This is your number one internet radio station. Broadcasting around the world. This is your number one internet radio station. The music you love right here, right now.
Kenny Lattimore featuring also Chante saying beautiful distraction. These were the couples that was back engaged back in the year 2002 up to the year 2011, and we are going to explore or to hear much more about them. I'm talking about Chante. She was also born in 1964. She is an American singer, songwriter, actress, TV personality, and author. Rising to a fame in the late 1990s, Mo established herself as an R&B artist. Talking about Kenny Lattimore first developed his interest for the music in high school band at Elno Rosnet High School in Greenbelt, Maryland. He was born also in the year 1967. There is only difference of 3 years between 4 years between these two particular artists. Lattimore became a vocalist of R&B, a group called Mention Lead, or to an official place in the group as a lead singer. The Extra Wale of the year 1990s R&B groups. They both combine by one thing in common, that is they sing beautiful music, which is such as R&B, gospel, and also soul music. These particular artists. In the year 2002, they got engaged to each other and they become husband and wife. And what I can tell you also is that their music is almost sounding good. In a short while, we'll also be exploring how did they become one things or one items in the music like this one.
These times are good, they're always gonna be. They rise and they fall.
I feel the way it is the way that it was.
When I said I do, I meant that I will. Till the end of all time. That's what I had in mind when I said I do. This world keeps changing, and the world stays the same for all who come before. It goes hand in hand. Only you and I can undo all we became. That makes us so much more than a woman and a man.
And after everything that comes and goes around has only passed us by, here alone in our dreams. Now I know there's a lonely heart in every lost and found, but forever you and I will be the ones who found out what forever means.
When I said I
do,
I meant that till the end of
Kenny Lattimore and also Chante saying, when I say I do, I will mean that indeed I really do. It's one of those music that one can play in a particular wedding, and it can also match up with the particular mood. It's an afternoon taking us to 4 o'clock on the dot. I'm using South Central Time. That means therefore for those of you who are in around South Africa, that's the time that you can also be able to see on your clocks. But for those of you who are beside the borders, it's a different clock on its own. Exploring Kenny Lattimore and also Chante Moore. These ones, they were married back in the year 2002, and in 2003 he and his wife recorded a duet album entitled Things That Lovers Do, consisting of a classic soul song from the 1970s and 80s plus 2 new original songs. The standard single were the smooth and contemporary Lovable From Your Head to Your Toe and up funky cover of Rn'B and Angels, You Don't Have to Cry. The music video later featured a very pregnant Chante Moore shortly before she gave birth to the couple's son Kenny Jr. on April 2003, Lattimore 36th birthday, and Lattimore continued promoting the album. So they were also being blessed by a child called Kenny Jr. That's what this couple are having on the other side. But for now, they are living in a separate world. In terms of the awards, they were able to also get the attentions through all over the world in the billboards of R&B charts, standing at number 2 of Billboard, and also number 2 charts for the first weeks in gospels. On number 2, debuted in Zomba. That was the album that was released back in 2006, where they become on the billboards as an item. That's Kenny Lattimore and also Chante Moore on the other direction. But in a short while, dropping up for this topic of the afternoon, how much could you spend, or how much can you spend on your first date? It's Prefab FM, maybe in the combination, still hosting this particular show. Christ Tabernacle, University of Vanda invites you to her Brothers and Sisters Weekend, tagged Driven by Divine Purpose. That's for 3 days, starting from this Friday, the 14th of September to the 16th of September. It's for brothers and sisters. Fridays is at 5:30 to 7:30, and Saturdays is at 3 o'clock to 6 p.m. That's at A2 Lecture Hall for brothers, and for sisters, Fridays is at 5:30 to 7:30. Saturdays is at 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. at A1 Lecture Halls. For Sundays is at 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Tabernacles at University of Vanda this upcoming Friday to Sunday. Pretoria, we got you covered. This is Prefab FM.
Relax is all about romance, love, and sex every Sundays on Prefab FM.
Make it last. Make it last forever. Don't let our love in. Let's make it last. Let's make it last forever and ever. Don't let our love in. Let me hear you tell me you love me. Let me hear you say you never leave me. Ooh, girl, that would make me feel so right. Let me hear you tell me you want me. Let me hear you say you never leave me, baby, until the morning light.
Let me tell you how much I love you. Let me tell you that I really need you, baby, baby, baby. I will make it alright. No one but you, baby, can make me feel the way you make me feel.
Don't let our love in. Just make it last forever and ever. Your touch is wonderful. Your love,
It's so marvelous.
joy, that's what I feel when I'm with you. Nothing, no one
No one but
could compare to what we have.
baby.
It feels so good. I'm so glad you're mine. Make it last forever. Don't let our love in. Make it last forever and ever. Ooh, give me kisses.
K Street featuring J Mac, Make It Last Forever, 1988, taken back. 6 after is 4 is Prefab FM. Yours truly, man behind the combination. Keep it hold for Sunday Chillas. On the topic, we're talking how much can you spend taking a bae out or taking a girl out? How much can you spend taking a girl out? Or how much should a guy have on a first date? How much should a guy have on a first date? On the comments for this afternoon, this one that is came through by Edna Shunguya say real Africans don't go on a date except for those who have adopted the white traditions. Edgar say real Africans don't go on a date except for those who have adopted the white traditions. Jefferson Cruises saying not much money. The woman has to like the guy as he is and does not give a bank account. Mary Grace, have what you are worth. Don't deceive us by giving wrong impressions. Another one by Maka Tsikatso saying 1,000. Another message that are floating right here on these particular stations for this afternoon. Kina Omang saying, I don't think a guy should overspend or spend money that he does not have on the first date just to impress a woman. However, first impression lasts. Why should you rush to meet when you are not financially ready? You don't have to have a lot of money, just enough to afford basic things like food and drinks. In a short while, I'll be joined by Mr. Perfection to tell me much more about this particular topic. Exactly how much can you spend on a woman on a first date? Let me take this time to say, indeed, it is just taken us to 8 after. It's for Mr. Perfection. Just tell me, man, how much can you spend on a woman on a first date?
Matoma, honestly speaking, it sounds funny, but I have never been to a date, my guy. So I don't know. I don't know how much. Okay. Maybe if there's a lady out there who is thinking of going out in a date with me around University of Venda, yeah, she can holler us, man, on radio, and then you're gonna give that detail so that I can go to the date or the first date, and then I will be able to come back with that answer. Yeah, or how much should a guy spend on a first date?
Let's just talk about maybe the numbers. Can you just give them the numbers? Maybe they don't want something that it can take a long time. So.
No, I can just give them the Facebook account, man.
Okay.
It's Matumba Muraro Sagacious.
Okay.
Matumba Muraro Sagacious, not the contact numbers.
You never been to a date and you don't think how much is it you can be able to spend?
Yeah, and I'm that kind of a person who likes to experiment things. Mm-hmm. So if there's a lady out there who wish to go out on a date with me, yes, she can holler me on Facebook. Then we're gonna go, and then I'm gonna come back. They say the thing that I'm doing this for is for the sake of getting back the answer, of getting back with the answer to prefer the fame.
How much should a guy have on a first date? The other message that came through by Siti Mapantela saying 1 condom. Mash. As for me, there is no limit for my date. We often sell ourselves short because of the budget. It's a date. Let's have fun. Not worry about the bills. Adolf Medina say, Junior say 500. There are a lot of comments that were saying 2,000, 20,000. Pinky Njovu saying 9,000 on a dot. That's what Nimrod and a gentleman Duma saying 300 and a woman 302. These are the message that most of the people they are saying. Another one by Lozzie, one saying is 5,300. James Mashangu say enough to impress. So how much should a guy have to take a girl on a first date? Is Prefab FM the station made for satisfaction?
Is in the name of the Lord.
They say it's a river that circles the earth, beam of light shining to the edge of the universe. It conquers all. It changes everything. They say it's a blessing. They say it's a gift. They say it's a miracle, and I believe that it is. But it's a mystery. Love breaks your heart. Love takes no less than everything. Love makes it hard.
this world we created, in this place that we live, in the blink of an eye, babe, the darkness slips in.
Unfortunately, that's how we have come to the end of the show just for this Sunday afternoon. That's from 3:30. It was supposed to be 3:30 to 5:30, but due to this month, it won't be able to do such things. Music that we gave you is Love Is, Vanessa Williams featuring Brian McKnight, taking us to 13 after 4. And bear in mind that a conference is coming through right here from Christ Tabernacle Church right here at Investor Vendor that you must also be able to look for in a short while. If you can have a heart, baby, use your heart to love somebody. But if your heart is big enough, use it to love everyone. From me, man behind the combination, let us meet on #Fresh Monday with Mr. Kenneth Thomas Mate. I don't know who's going to be the inspiration talker or the music artist that's going to be featured on that particular show. Just take a good care of yourself. Christ Tabernacle University of Vanda invites you to her Brothers and Sisters Weekend, tagged Driven by Divine Purpose. That's for 3 days, starting from this Friday, the 14th of September to the 16th of September. It's for brothers and sisters. Fridays is at 5:30 to 7:30, and Saturdays is at 3 o'clock to 6 p.m. That's at A2 Lecture Hall for brothers, and for sisters, Fridays is at 5:30 to 7:30. Saturdays is at 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. at A1 Lecture Halls. For Sundays is at 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. A1 Lecture Halls. Do you stay off camp or in nearby places around Tando? Transport is just for